chance created on the previous delivery. This time, smart thinking takes a single, gets to the other end. 2.3 overs, 18 for no loss are the Arbuda R boys. Oh, well bowled. Just back of a length. On the off stump line, Chetan can just play it down straight back to the bowler. But a good confident start for the Arbuda R boys. A few good shots. The first over. That just took off from the surface. Lucky it didn't carry enough to the fielder at deep square leg, or rather square leg inside the circle. Apologies for that. We'll get a single. Last ball of the third over, 19 on the board. The Arbuda boys openers have not maximized the power play. It's two fielders allowed outside, one long off and one deep point. Again, bowled well, cramping him for room. Just somehow manages to keep that out. There'll be a dot to end a good over, just three coming of it. The Arbuda boys are 19 for no loss. Mittal Joshi to continue with his second over. Just one coming off his first over that he bowled. He's managed to keep things tight in the power play. Ring of fielders on the off. Bowling through a 6-3 field, steps down, slips, and that's a really good fielding effort at square leg. That ball was racing through the turf. Did really well to get down, put his entire body on the line, and saved a certain boundary. Beautiful effort. That's the kind of effort you need which will lift the team up. Sandeep on strike, and this one just cuts through off the surface straight onto his patch. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. Probably it's an inside edge. We'll get one off the bat. You see Chetan rightfully just tapping the surface. That's exactly from where that ball just cut back straight in. Mind you, this is the second game being played on the surface. It's already gone through 40 overs of intense cricket. This one pulled back of a length, waits for it, uses his wrist to play it towards mid wicket, crossover for a single. They've done this really well, Chetan and Sandeep, the opening partners for the Arbuda boys. But the big shots have not come. They tried in the previous over, a chance was created at long off, but the Blankslate fielders couldn't just grab that. Interesting to see what's the comeback. This time he goes for it. There is a fielder there at mid wicket. And it's again just slipped out of his hands. Another chance gone begging. Sandeep survives another scare, but they'll just get a single. You see, the intention is there. They want to maximize the power play. Interesting to see is where the runs will come from. Really well bowled. Stump to stump, keeping it tight, making the batsman think of doing something different. Just 4 runs have come off the 5 deliveries till now. Mind you, the fourth over of the power play. They'll be looking to maximize the power play in some way or the other. Last ball of the fourth. Brilliant play, straight down the ground, but not off the middle. A good quick single as the ball is collected by the mid-on fielder and thrown back to the keeper. 5 coming of it after 4 overs. The Arbuda boys are 24 for no loss. And that's what they wanted to do. Hemang comes in to bowl his third, and you see Chetan just loosening his arms. He gets that in the slot, sends it out of the park. The first 6 of this innings coming off the bat of Chetan. And a good start to the fifth over. I'm thinking to do now for the Blankslate fielders. And again, trying to go for that big heave. A little too full for comfort this time. Lucky that did go on to hit the stumps. But good comeback by Hemang. Bowling his third on the trot. Interesting to see the last 10 deliveries of the power play. You could see the intent. They want to get maximum possible runs on the board. Oh, waiting to cut. Ball just comes into the right hander after pitching. Good grab by the field by the keeper there, standing in close. Long off and a deep point are the two fielders outside the 30 yard. Had he got some bat on it, to race past the third man fielder, there's no chance to stop that on this outfield. It's lightning quick, and the dew definitely helps. Waits for it, swivels and pulls it, and that's a huge six. That's gone out of the ground. The umpire has called for new ball. What a good shot that by Chetan. It was not really a short delivery, but he just converts it, gets under the ball, and that swivel to get under the ball and get it range to right off the mid wicket. It's a smart shot. It's an intelligent shot. More importantly, it's a good aggressive shot to put some crucial runs on the board for the Arbuda boys, especially in the power play. just have a hold in play as the fielders and the support staff is trying to retrieve that ball. To have a look at the surface, there's not a lot of grass on it, just that patch to the left of the pitch. So if a right-hander is batting from the other end, that's where probably the ball would just skid off the surface because of the grass. But otherwise, you see, it's a rock hard surface. You know the ball is going to come onto the bat, and with the dew coming in as the evening progresses, I'm sure it'll be an easy wicket to bat on. The question will be how much are the Arbuda boys thinking would be a comfortable score for their bowlers to be able to defend. So as we have a hold in play, the score currently stands at 36 for no loss after 4.4 overs. 12 runs have come off this over already with still two more balls to go. And then we'll be into the last over of the power play before the field spreads out. So crucial 8 balls this for the Arbuda boys to try and get maximum on the board. And the follow up also stays the same. There was a hold in play. You would expect that the batter would try and get his eye in, but his intentions are very clear. Chetan is not holding back. A six followed by a boundary, and it's that same region. No fielder on the leg side is outside the 30 yard and is making the best possible use of it. This time as well, goes straight back, a couple of bounces, and another boundary. 20 runs coming off for this over, a costly one for the Blankslate team. And after 5 overs, the Arbuda boys really good power play score on the board of 44 for no loss. And Hemang, after that 20 run over, it is the captain Mittal, who comes back to continue with his third and strikes on his very first delivery. A big wicket, and the first wicket down for the Arbuda boys. After 5.1 overs, the scoreboard reads 44 for the loss of one wicket, and it's Mittal Joshi started his third on a really positive note. And a much needed wicket as well for the Arbuda boys, especially after the last over. 24 of the first 5 overs, or the first 4 overs rather, and then suddenly a 20 run over puts them on the line. You would feel that at that point the batting team has the upper hand, but then, like a senior player, you step up, take a wicket on the very first delivery, and get your team right back into the game. And it's also the way the wicket fell. He was not afraid to bowl it full, pulls it right under the batter's bat, making him try and hit across the line. And the batsman tries to hit, he misses, but the ball doesn't miss the stumps. That brings Prathamesh Angne at the at the batting crease. Left hand, right hand combination now. Oh, and that one straight into the keeper's gloves. Good pace. See that spring in stride as Mittal Joshi's got a wicket on the very first delivery. Last four deliveries of the power play. He has a deep point and a long on back for the left hander as well. To know his line. Oh, and this one a play and a miss. That's the sign of a good bowler. He knows exactly what length to bowl. When he was bowling to the other batter, he was bowling it full. But as soon as Prathamesh comes in, the two deliveries he's faced has been back of a length or on good length. That tells you that he knows what sort of a batsman Prathamesh is. He doesn't want to give him in his arc. Next ball, Prathamesh just opens himself, plays it towards point, but will not be able to cross over. So three dots for Prathamesh, rightfully trying to get his eye in. But with the power play and the last over of the power play, what's important is to at least rotate strike and get somebody like a Chetan who's had a wonderful over the previous one. Again, this time little short, trying to cut, misses it completely. So what an over this has been, a wicket and four dots. This time drives it. The fielder at covers does really well to get down and stop that. And after that 20 run over, it's a wicket maiden. So what an over for Mittal. Just 6 runs conceded of his three, gets a wicket. And after the power play, the Arbuda boys are 44 for the loss of one wicket. As soon as the power play in the field opens up, and it's Jai Pandya who comes into bowl the seventh. Deep point, long on, long off, deep mid wicket outside the 30 yards, and a deep square leg as well. Jai Pandya off spinner at the top of his mark, bowling to Chetan, who's seen a lot of action from the other end. Starts off with a good ball just outside the off stump. We've not seen a lot of turn. That ball just went straight through. Chetan just defending it, opening the face of the bat towards the fielder at point. Probably he's timing too well. So couldn't get a single there. This time rocks in, tries to go across the line. Immediately the batter signaling there's an inside edge on that. You see that wicket is not going to stop Chetan. His intentions are clear. That ball just skidded off the surface. Getting a little late onto that shot. And with the lefty coming in, change in field, the captain immediately runs to the bowler, decide their plans. So long on, long off stays, deep square leg, a deep mid wicket, a mid wicket inside the circle. So four on the off, four on the leg rather, 5-4 field. A wideish third man, a point inside the circle. What will be the line for Prathamesh? He's played out 5 dots in the previous over, so he'll also feel the pressure. Steps down, goes inside out. And it goes to the fielder at long off. He's taken it. Just look at the jubilation. But they're just checking something. The batter is not walking. The umpires are also trying to discuss something. The umpire has raised his finger. And Prathamesh walking back without troubling the scorers. And a big wicket. Second wicket down for the Arbuda boys. 6.2 overs, 45, rather 6.3 overs, 45 for 2 now. Courtesy that brilliant catch at long off. You see, the idea was right of Prathamesh. He just wanted to open the face of the bat and get it inside out to the right of the fielder there at long on, rather long off for the left-hander. But probably the ball was a little too full, which is the reason why he couldn't get under it and open the face at the right time. What would have also helped Jai's cause is the surface. We are saying that the spinner is not getting a lot of turn, but the ball is skidding off the surface. The ball didn't bounce a lot as well. Raj, the new batsman, first ball played back to the bowler. At this time on the pads, just taking an inside edge, and that's why you can see Jai's reaction there. He thought he's got him. But you see, the first time that we've seen some hint of turn, probably if you bowl at a slower pace, you can get something out of the wicket. This one, Jai just slowing it out. There, a confident push. And another over where there's a wicket and just one coming of it. So good comeback by the Blankslate bowlers after 7, 45 for 2. Bhavin Shah comes into ball, cut away to the fielder at point by Chetan. That'll bring Raj and strike. He's been the lone striker, the lone warrior for his team till now, batting on 34 of 21 deliveries. Scored 34 out of the 46 the team has managed. Bhavin Shah at the top of his mark, left arm spinner coming in. So spin this time trying to cut slow through the air, straight to the fielder at cover. A good effort there by the skipper of the Blankslate team. Raj as well played 4 deliveries, yet to get off the mark. On the back foot, clips it away to the vacant gap. Chetan wanted the second, sent back. Raj is off the mark with that. Should have pushed a little bit harder considering that there are two fielders on the boundary, no one inside the 30 yards at on the leg side. So till the time the deep square leg and the deep mid-wicket fielder ran in, could have pushed a little bit more. Probably they are in a rebuilding phase, cannot avoid or cannot afford another wicket. They want to avoid these risky chances to try and be in the game. Brilliantly cut, but straight to the fielders at point. Again, a dot ball. So another tight over for the blank slate films, and Jay Pandya to continue after 8, 49 for 2 for the Arbuda boys. The scoring rate post the power play in the last 2 overs has again been squeezed quite successfully by the blank slate films players. 2 overs of the spinners after coming in, just one of Jay and just three coming off Bhavin's over. So two tight overs now, and add a wicket to that which Jay got. So it's only the fifth over of the game where 20 came off it. Otherwise, it's been quite beautiful bowling effort. This time trying to go across the line. They appeal for it. The umpire saying going down the leg. They squeeze a leg by there. Jay cannot believe his luck. They need a partnership. The Arbuda boys, they need a partnership badly to be into the game. More importantly, Chetan needs support from the other end. This time he goes down the ground. It's in the air. Two fielders. They collide and the ball is lost. Both the long on and the long off fielders ran for it. You felt as if both got their hands on it, but the ball just popped out. You see Jay's reaction. He cannot believe it. He'll definitely expect better support from his fielders. He created a chance. The captain there at covers is down on his knees. He cannot believe what they have seen. But Chetan, he's been lucky. Second or third opportunity he's got. And now he needs to capitalize. This is exactly what we were saying. With the runs not coming from the other end, he will feel the pressure. That's why they need to keep the scoreboard ticking like that. The big shots don't come in. So rotate, take a single. Jai to Raj. Oh, trying to cut. There was never a shot for a cut there. Too close to the body. Somehow manages to get the inside half of the bat. Ball will go towards the vacant mid-wicket region for a single. Another tight over. Just 4, 5 runs coming of which still two more balls to go. You see, the bowling has been so very good. They're not even changing the field consistently. The fielding team at this point is not made to think. The only one player who's probably giving them a fight is on strike now, Chetan. Yeah, trying to cut. That one just stays low. The first one that we have seen, which has kept low, and now that will put a lot of doubt on the batter's mind. We've seen that the bounce has been quite true up until now. Few good line deliveries have even bounced, but this one just dying down as it reached the batter. Last ball of the ninth. That's really well bowled, quicker and full. Could just play it out. Does Chetan a dot to end after 9? Score moves on to 54 for the loss of 2 wickets. So at one point they had reached at a run rate of about 8, 8.5, but suddenly it just dies down again now, back to 6 per over. Definitely some discussion need to happen out there in the middle in terms of Chetan and Raj and how they're going to approach this innings. So again, Bhavin to continue. So you see the blank slate bowlers have a plan. First 6 overs bowled between Mittal and HB, and then followed by that the spell of Jai Pandya and Bhavin Shah. They have their bowling plan set. The bowlers are bowling to their field, they are creating the chances. Just that the fielding has let them down, where probably 3 to 4 chances have gone down begging. Oh, it's really slow. Bhavin Shah just teasing Raj, making him try and hit him. Raj could just manage to get a bottom of the bat straight back to the bowler. Could now expect the follow up to be a little quicker. Again, a little too full. Just plays it down the ground to the fielder at long off for a single. So the big shots are not coming. Be interesting to see this battle. Chetan 38 of 27, being the lone warrior, fighting the battle alone. Not got the support from the other end. We saw he got the pressure last over and tried to go for a big shot. This time to wait to see what the umpire says. It's a dot ball. Probably they just taken something off the batter's pads. Oh, card chance, fall short. They take a single. Good thinking. The previous ball was down the leg. This time wide outside off. So Bhavin is mixing things up, not keeping it, not letting Chetan predict, preempt. This is exactly what the bowlers need to do. Make the batters think. That's when you can catch them off guard. This one over the top. And they have a fielder there at deep cover, so that'll be just a single. A slight push, it's not in complete control. Lucky that went over the infield. But another good over, just 3 coming of it. Last ball to go. That's a dead ball. Probably the batter wasn't ready. Bhavin getting through his overs really quickly. Cut, but doesn't get a lot of bat on it. The keepers miss that, allows them an opportunity to run for the overthrow. So they get 2 for it. And after 10 overs, the Arbuda boys are 59 for the loss of 2 wickets. Just 4 bowlers used till now. 2 pacers, 2 spinners, bowling 3 each and 2 each. And at the halfway mark, 15-9 for 2, and the players will have some drinks. A lot of discussions will happen in the Arbuda boys camp. How they are going to build this innings, how they're going to approach the last 10 overs. They have wickets in hand. They need a few runs, need them quickly. Who's going to go for the attack? Who's going to get those runs? Meanwhile, for the blank slate, who are the bowlers who are going to come to bowl the last 10? Are the spinners going to continue, or we're going to see a different set of bowlers coming into bowl their spell? Will be interesting to see. We'll be back after a short break as the players will have some drinks. A wicket, and Raj has to walk back. Very first delivery after the break, rocked on the back foot, hit in the air, lands in no man's land. They push for the second. Good quick pick up and throw, and good grab by the wicket keeper, taking the stumps off in time, and in the form of a run out. The third wicket down for the Arbuda boys. 59 for 2 now. A loud appeal, and Viraj cannot believe he's still going and asking the umpire, given as leg buys, cannot believe his luck. Stand with the umpire's call, and Samad survives, gets to the non-striker's end. So at this point, the black slate films are completely over the Arbuda boys. There's no way that they can score runs. You don't see even the ball traveling outside the 30-yard circle. Dot Chetan. This time trying to go across the line, and this time the fingers raised. Quicker one, pushed through, little too full. Chetan trying to go across the line, and finally they're able to break in. That one anchor who was holding the end. 41 of 32 deliveries for Chetan. Smart ball by Viraj. His previous two deliveries a little slower. This time quick, full. And as Chetan tries to go across the line, wrapped on the pads, and the umpire quick enough to raise his finger. Big wicket for the Arbuda boys. To see in the context the game is, fourth wicket down for them. Two wickets in this over already, a run out, and this time an LBW. Probably a good break for the blank slate films to gather themselves together. They seem to have come up with a plan, and that seems to have worked. Two new batters at the crease. So again, when you felt as if a partnership is booming and they are getting into the overdrive, they are yet again pushed back into the rebuilding phase. Just a gentle push by Nikhil, a dot to start his knock. Oh, this time slow. What an effort! What an effort by Viraj. There was a certain single there, but he just jumps on the ball like an hawk, keeps it down to a dot. What an over! One coming of it and a wicket after 11, 61 for 4 now for the Arbuda boys, and the first time that the run rate has fallen below 6. The next 3 to 4 overs are going to be really very crucial for the Arbuda boys to build the partnership. Down the ground and out of the park. What a start for Samad. Much needed 6 coming after a long, long time off the bat of Samad Motorwala. His very second delivery is facing a good confident shot, clearing his front leg. Just letting his hands go through. Completed it rather beautifully. Pressure now on Jay Pandya. On the back foot, trying to cut. Little too close, so cannot get it a lot finer as he would have liked. Plays it towards the long on fielder for a single. So right hand left hand combination probably is what is making a difference. Oh, little quicker. Cramped in for room was Nikhil. Manages to get some bat on it, play towards the wicket, mid wicket region, and take a single. I think the bowling has been so very good. They are mixing things up, not keeping things the same. The bowlers pushing one quicker, changing their line, changing their length, making the batters think. And that's exactly is the reason that you see the score on board. Currently going at 6, courtesy that 6 on the very first delivery of this over. And now suddenly all eyes on Samad. He becomes the danger man with that one shot coming in. Oh, again, bowled really slow, teasing Samad. But what's important to see is that because the previous one was quicker, he was caught in the crease, didn't really plant his foot down, and once you get on the back foot, he could only play it out, push it towards covers with that pace. You see the next follow up delivery, a little quicker, smartly cut away. They have a fielder there at deep point, will give them just a single. Played in the vacant region, pushed one, wanted a second, did Samath but pushed back. So good over for the Arbuda boys after a long time in over conceding where they scored more than 6 after 12-71 for the loss of 4 wickets. Single by Nikhil brings Samath back on strike. This is a good partnership which is slowly booming. That's exactly how you should you should try and build a partnership. You know the big shots are not coming in. At least keep rotating the strike with the right hand left hand combination, and you know that it will be difficult for the bowler to find the line length. You will get opportunities to score like that. Lopped in full. Samath gets it in the slot and sends it out of the park. Second 6 in 2 overs for the Arbuda boys, courtesy Samath's bat. This is exactly what you're talking about. That with that right hand, left hand, the end changing, the batters changing strike, the bowlers will find it difficult to adjust. Oh, and that one has missed everyone, and it's 4 byes. That one turned as if it was bowled on a minefield. From out of nowhere, after pitching that, has just gone straight between the bat and pad, and no chance the keeper could gather that. On this sort of a hard surface, with no real cracks on offer, we didn't expect, rather, no one expected it to turn so much. That's why the keeper was also lost. This one's bowled well on the middle stump, turning in, gets it inside half of the bat, and on this quick outfield, it will race away to the boundary. You could see the frustration from the fielder there. There's not a lot you can do in that case. 15 have come off this over till now. And that's how you make a comeback. Quicker one, push through quicker. The batsman trying to go on the off, missing it completely, and getting hit on the stumps. Big wicket, good comeback. After 15 runs coming off that over, a wicket. So good comeback by Viraj, gets his second. And the set batter Samad, whom you felt is the danger man, and he was slowly starting to look dangerous, has to walk back. Fifth wicket down for the Arbuda boys. 86 for 5 now. A dot to end that. Kamlesh, a new bowler, comes into the attack to bowl the 14th. So we've seen 3 over spells for all the bowlers. And the new bowler to bowl in the 14. Kamlesh starts off with a shorter one, played away for a single. This one, just a hint of turn into the right hander. Anish, lucky not to get some bat on it. He ensured that he'd covered the stumps, so it was straight into the keeper's glove. This time short and wide, trying to cut. It's given as wide. The first real extra that I remember of in the last few overs. I think the bowling has been immaculate, been top notch with their line and length. Anish covering his thumbs, opening the face of the bat, plays it towards the fielder at point in the deep. Take a single, bring Nikhil on strike. Nikhil Jain facing the last ball of the 14th. Good over by Kamlesh also. Again, just plants his front foot, defends it towards covers, a quick single taken. So just 6 coming of it after 14 overs. The Arbuda boys are now 92 for the loss of 5 wickets. With the kind of spell that we have seen, we are now expecting a new bowler to come in to bowl the 15th of the over. Interesting to see who it is. We feel as if it's going to be Viraj. With the change of ends, he's still going to continue. Just bowled two, so probably he's going to bowl his third now. Viraj to bowl the 13th, his third over, the 15th of the game, 92 for 5 currently. Nikhil batting on 7 of 9 deliveries and Anish joining him. He needs some runs, needs some quick runs. Waits for it, cuts it. Good effort by the fielder there. Keeps it down just to a single. Plays it to the right of the fielder there in the deep. Has to give it a chase. It does that rather comfortably. So that'll be just another single added. Where are the big shots? When is the time that the Arbuda boys will put their foot on the pedal? Beautifully bowled. Giving it the flight, pulling the length back, trying to go for the cut was Nikhil. Just couldn't gather that. This time full. Just look at that turn. This is exactly what I'm saying. The more slower you bowl, the more turn you're able to get off the surface. Brilliantly bowled. And now, as a bowler, you know for a fact that Nikhil is not commenting on the front foot. There. So that's the line. You know he's gonna stay back. To keep it wide, bowl it a little full. You know he's not gonna reach out to it and drive you down. Smart bowling by Viraj. That's what you say when you've read the batsman completely. Good push this time by the batter. Gets it off the inside half towards long on. You just get a single. Another quite over. After 15, the Arbuda boys are now 95 for the loss of 5 wickets. Bhavin Shah coming into bowl is third. 2 overs, 9 runs. He's the one who, along with Jay Pandya, just stopped the flow of runs immediately after the power play. Good shot, makes room, does Nikhil. Cuts it hard. But they have a fielder there at deep cover. That'll be just a single. Anish to face 2 of 4 deliveries, waits for it, cuts it really well. But what an effort! What an effort by the captain himself there at cover. He seems to be hurt there. That was hit hard because he rocked back on the back foot and just clobbered it towards covers. He seems fine, but he stopped a rather certain boundary because the fielder there at deep point was moved a little squarer towards point because the previous shot was played there, and the long off fielder is quite straight on the stuff that would have raced for sure. So he stopped 4 runs for his side, or rather 3. Really good effort. This time Bhavin bowls it a little slower, played it down the ground towards long off for just another single. Under edge into the keeper's glove. And this time Bhavin strikes. Previous deliveries were wide outside off. This time bowls it stump to stump. And the 6th wicket down for the Arbuda boys. Anish has to walk back, and the consistency of the blank slate bowlers keeping the wickets column ticking has continued. Every time you felt that the partnership is booming and they are slowly trying to get into the game, a wicket falls from somehow, from somewhere, to get back on track into the game. Kamlesh Singh is the new bowler who comes into bowl, the 17th of the game. 98 for 6 are the Arbuda boys. Nikhil sends that straight down the ground for a huge 6. Beautiful shot, much needed at this point. The safest place on the ground is always straight back over the bowler's head. Kamlesh starts off with a wide and followed by a 6. So pressure back on him now. 100 comes up for the Armudar boys, courtesy that huge 6. Good comeback. Ball slower, ball wider, trying to go for the drive, missing it completely. Full toss, straight back down the ground to the fielder at long off. That'll be just a single. You feel that the batsman has missed out over there. He could have hit it anywhere, but could only manage to hit it straight down the ground. Hit back straight to the bowler. And a boundary. That one went high up in the air, inside out. And Santosh Palwe, it's a really good shot to get off the mark. So much needed impetus into this innings coming into the 17th over. 12 coming of it, still last ball to go. And every shot, every run here is important. Steps down the track, trying to go across, missing it. So a dot to end the over. After 17, the Arbuda boys are now 110 for the loss of 6 wickets. The captain Viraj continuing bowling his fourth. Decided to get himself back after that costly previous over. This time played towards the wide of long on, just get a single. Nikhil from the other end wanted to go for that second. Santosh very clear. Happy to keep that thing down to single. Again, just a single. Again, Santosh sending Nikhil back as he wanted to go for the second. This time played towards third man. Again, just another single. So just 4 runs coming off this over till now. Still last ball to go. Good comeback by Viraj, keeping things tight, keeping them to as low score as possible. Stepping down the track, making it a full delivery, driving it straight down the ground to the fielder at long off for just another single. So good over, 5 coming off it. and that means that the captain himself has bowled out 4 overs, 20 runs for 2 wickets, and after 18, the Arbuda boys 115 for the loss of 6 wickets. Nikhil gets down the ground, sends it out of the park. Crucial 6. We are in the 19th over of the game. You know that there's only one way after this. It's going to be for the big shots. Nikhil making the best possible use of every opportunity here. Trying to go reverse, missing it completely. And rightfully, the umpire not giving it a wide. Probably should have. He felt as if it got an underage. From here, it felt as if he's missed it, but probably an inside edge, and that's what saved it from going towards the stump. 7 of 3 deliveries. Santosh on strike. We expect a quicker one here. Pull to full. Oh, driven down the ground hard enough. And this time Santosh makes him run. Santosh just doesn't wait. Or rather, Nikhil makes Santosh run. Apologies for that. Nikhil just doesn't wait for Santosh to complete the run. He sends him back. When that's a run out. A lot of things happened there. We just couldn't make out what was going on. Santosh hit that hard all along the ground towards the fielder at long on. They take a single, and then Santosh was drawn into that run by Nikhil. We felt as if he's completed the run, but he was short. The throw was not really the best of ones. Bowls it. The throw was a little wide, but Abhijit, the wicket keeper, does really well to grab that and throw it on the stumps. 7th wicket down for the Arbudar boys. 1, 2, 3 for 7 now as Jaideep makes his way out to the middle. It's a difficult time to come in as a new batter. Just last 8 deliveries. Probably his job would be to just get Nikhil on strike. You never know. He comes in with intent. Smokes a couple of deliveries out of the ground. Oh, and that's cheeky. Pavin. But Nikhil there up for that challenge, ensuring he's not leaving the crease. Worked off his patch towards mid wicket. Take a single. Again, Nikhil wanted the second there. Jaideep in no mood, clearly. 8 of this over till now. Good comeback by Bhavin, or rather 9 of this over. Apologies. There, the run out was off the second run. Last ball of the 19th. Projected score will get them to 132. Oh, and that took forever to reach to the batter. And again, just another single. There was a fumble there by the fielder. They could have easily completed the second, but they opt against it. So there'll be a bye to end the over. After 19, 125 for 7 now. Mittal Joshi comes in to bowl his fourth. What a spell this has been from him. Bowled 3 overs up front in the power play. Just conceded six. Bowled the sixth over in the power play when the fifth one had gone for 20 runs. Got a wicket off his very first delivery when he bowled his third. That is the sixth over of the power play. And now coming into bowl the last over of the game. Ensuring he gets his field right, ensuring he gets his fielders right. The third man's in, a backward point and a cover inside the 30 yards. A fielder in the deep at sweeper covers, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and a mid wicket inside for him. Pushes one wide outside off. Nikhil misses into the keeper's glove. Mittal Joshi. Dot to start the 20th. Having a short discussion with his captain there, probably discussing on what he wants to execute. Are we seeing a change in the field? And yes, he gets a long on inside and sends the backward point on the boundary, or rather the point on the boundary. Yeah, it's a wideish third man that they have got to the boundary with the long on coming in. So you expect it to be wide of the stumps. You know that he's not going to bowl stump to stump. It's going to be wide of there, back of a length. Couple of steps down the track by Nikhil and swats it straight back to the fielder at long off, but he'll just get a single. So plan works. And immediately the field changes. Soon as Jaideep comes on strike, the point comes back in. The long on drops back. So you can now expect a full delivery. There, stump to stump, slightly full. Swats it well to the fielder at long on, but again, just a single. Where are the big shots? Last three balls of the innings. Oh, smart shot. He somehow manages to get it over the keeper, does Nikhil. But the fielder from third man will cut it off, keep it down just to a couple of runs. You got to say good cricket all round. Mittal probably saw him getting down on the knees, bowled it slower. Nikhil as well, waiting for it, and then just the last moment using spat to get underneath and push it over the fielder, or rather the wicket keeper. Smart cricket all round. Four coming of four deliveries till now. Nikhil Jain, 31 of 29 deliveries, has really helped the Arbuda boys put some considerable score on the board. This time misses his line, and that'll be a wide with an additional run. Six of four balls now. First extra that we have seen come off Mittal's bowling. He's been so precise with his line and length. He's been so very good with mixing things up. Probably the last over pressure getting to him as well. Jaideep on strike. So he smacked that past the fielder at covers. And the fielder there from long off ran for it, but makes a small error in judgment. Gives them crucial 4 runs. Good shot by Jaideep. Make that 12 of the over. Sorry, 10 of that over. Last ball to go. Score moves on to 135 now for 7 wickets. Last ball of Deanings waits for it, inside out, smacked. They take one, they have a fielder there in the deep. They go for the second, and you feel as if it is a run out. To wait for the official confirmation as the players walk back. Yes, it's been given as a run out, so just one coming off at that. So after 20 overs, the Arbuda boys are 136 for the loss of 8 wickets. The target for the blank slate when they come out for the chase will be 137 runs, and we'll be back with the chase shortly.
Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, It's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling, unpredictable, and action-packed tournament of the year. Amateur Premier League Season 1. Mumbai, are you ready? The city's biggest amateur cricket showdown is here. Jolly Friends Sports Club proudly presents Amateur Premier League Season 1. Whether you're a batter with fire in your eyes, a bowler with magic in your wrists, or an all-rounder ready to own the pitch, this is your chance to shine under the spotlight. 8 teams, 8 owners. It's time for the real auction. Teams will be built, friendships will be tested, and champions will rise. From smashing sixes to strategic bids, it's time to witness Mumbai's finest amateur players go under the hammer. Get ready for the most thrilling, enthralling,
Beautiful start to the second innings with two beautiful boundaries scored by Dharmesh. Eight coming off the first over, Mukesh Patel. Left arm spinner coming into the attack straight away with the new ball in the power play. Has a long on and a long off to fielder straight on the boundary. He can't earn in length, has to be full. Something short. The batsman gets the opportunity to cut or pull. Be easy pickings. It'll be interesting to see how he manages, especially with the dew coming in, new ball, everything against the bowler. But considering his bowling, second over, you know his quality. And there you go, right on the money. Flighted delivery, full. Jitinder can just open the face of the bat and guide it towards point. It's a good start by Mukesh Patel. And this time trying to drive a slight misfield, and that will be a boundary. Little too full, allowing Jitinder to go for that slap. Should have been stopped there by the fielder at covers. He misses. Score moves on to the double digits. All runs coming in boundaries till now. Planting his front foot, wrapped on the pads. We're peeling for it. Probably it was the impact was outside off. This time goes down the ground, but they have a fielder there at long on, so there'll be just another single. Good comeback after being struck. Steps down the track, goes for it, slices it in the air, will land safely. Uh, Slight hesitation, yes and no. Jitinder wanted the second sent back, but a good over in the end. Just six coming of it after 2 overs. Blankslate 14 for no loss. Deva coming into bowl the third over of the inning. So all three new bowlers being used. He has a slip in place. So another left arm spinner. He's moving his third man. Little finer step, low full toss. I see the disappointment on Dharmesh's face. He wanted to go across, didn't get a lot of bat on it. Gets it to the fielder at mid wicket for a dot. But he knows he's missed a chance. So loopy full toss. There to be hit. They're dealing in boundaries only. Again, not getting in line of the ball at all. He just is slogging at this point. Smartly bowled by Deva. Bowls it slow, bowls it wide out of his reach. Ball turning away from the right hander. Be interesting to see how Dharmesh approaches this knock. This one sends it long, and that's a huge six. Just as the bowler delivered a short shimmy inside the line to try and get closer to that ball, Dharmesh helps his cause. Gets down on one knee and a huge six. They are there also, sort of assisting that idea by bowling it a little too full and little too close in the stump to stump line, allowing Dharmesh to get inside the line of the ball and send it out of the park. It's a complete opposite start to what the Arbuda boy start was in the power play. You can see the current run rate, they're going at 8 and over. The required rate just over 6.5. They are in a hurry to finish it. They know their power play is the time to maximize. Oh, was that a chance? Can you see trying to heave across towards mid wicket? Smartly bowled by Deva this time. The length he's bowling is very full, so it's the line which is going to make a difference. He bowls it little stump near the stumps. It gets into the arc of Dharmesh and he's going to smack it over mid wicket. Bowls it wide like that. With the ball turning away from the right hander, it's going to make the batsman try and reach, and that is where it's an opportunity for him to create a chance. It's been a good contest between bat and ball. 2 dots, a six, followed by 2 dots. And now what he does, he sends the slip back to third man and gets a fielder to point. So probably he's now expecting to bowl a little. Okay, gets his long off in, or rather gets his deep cover in and sends a long on back. Now that's a double bluff. Is he going to be too far wide? Oh, and what a ball! What a ball that is! On leg stump, quicker, a little short back of a length. That's a really good take by the keeper. That just took off the surface. A really good over, considering it was being hit for that huge six. All 5 rest deliveries were dot after 3 overs. Blankslate, 20 for no loss. Not in complete control there was Jitinder. Somehow manages to stay safe. Get to the get to the oh, too short, but too close in terms of line. Couldn't just cut it. Gets it off the inside half towards mid wicket, get a single. Again, trying to go for that big heave. See, his intentions are very clear. He's batting on 15 of 16 deliveries. He's played a few, missed a few. He's not changed his way of playing. And that's a smart thing to do as well. You're in the power play. Makes room, trying to cut. Just misses it. Tries and gets it through the infield. And on this wicket, there's no stopping that. A boundary. Dharmesh finally manages to get one away. He's been trying hard with those big heaves, hitting it across the line, but this time gets it through the gap on the offside. And now what they're doing is there's a change in fielder. The fielder from fine leg is now running into covers. They're exchanging positions. You need the best fielders at the best positions. Oh, just yokes him. Beautifully bowled by Mukesh. Bowls it, gives it the highest possible flight, but lands it straight into the block hole. Dharmesh trying to go right across the line again, but it's too full off the bottom of the bat, straight onto his feet. So dot to end. It's a good spell. 2 overs, 10 runs, and after 4 overs, Blankslate at 25 for no loss. Raj coming into bowl the fifth. Both the teams were in similar position. After the first innings, they were 24. After their 4 overs, the Blankslate at 25. Raj starts off with a back of a leg delivery. Jitinder trying to heave it on the leg side. Misses it. Straight into the keeper's glove, so we are taught to start. It's a confident push. Dharmesh sets himself for the run. Jitinder unmoved. He timed it rather too sweetly to the fielder at covers. Good quick call by Jitinder that he's not even thinking of that run. That's high up in the air. The fielder at long off is waiting for it and just pops out at the last moment. Chance was created. They couldn't gather that. Were the Arbuda boys. Don't have a lot of runs on the board. Every chance is an opportunity for them to get back into the game. Jitinder Diwan had thrown his bat at it. It went high up in the air, didn't get the distance. Fielder there just couldn't hold on to it. Just take a single, so an additional run on the board as well. Again, another chance. This time, Raj himself does the job. Back of a length, bowling it that hard length, bending his back. Dharmesh getting it high off the sticker. Not was in no position to pull that. The ball just lobbed up in the air and a good return catch by Raj. That Blankslate have lost their first wicket. It's looking good, batting on 19 of 20 deliveries, but it's done by smart ball by Raj. Bhavin Shah is the new batter who makes his way out to the middle. Again, the Blankslate are now into the rebuilding position. After the fifth over, the Arbuda boys were on 44, considering that 20 run over which came. So at this point, you would say that in the power play, the Arbuda boys were ahead in the game, but it's towards the end that they just faltered, lost the track. What the blank slate have on their side is they know exactly what they are chasing and they can plan their innings. Just another 111 runs required in just 92 deliveries. The required rate just over 7. They know one boundary and over can easily get them back into the game. For that matter, even singles or doubles can win them. It's just that the batters need to stay on the track of what they're going to chase and how they're going to go about it. Bhavin Shah, a left-hander, is out there in the middle. So another right-hand left-hand combination. A bolt full edge. One bounce to the fielder at third man. You see that hurried Bhavin was no control whatsoever. So after being hit for those two boundaries in the very first over, that's a brilliant comeback by Raj. Just one run off this over till now. Already got a wicket. One last ball to go. Oh, and trying to correct his line, overcompensate, be a wide. It's an extra delivery for him to bowl. Last ball of the fifth over. Again, that extra bounce. Yes, no, yes, no. Is that a wicket? Yes, it is. So that was a very risky call. Jitinder just couldn't make it in time, but what a good throw. Got to appreciate the keeper because it just landed, just bounced before his gloves. Never easy to collect those. Did well manage that, takes the bails off in time, and Jitinder has to walk back. So, second blow for blank slate in the span of two deliveries. After 5 overs, they are now 27 for the loss of two wickets. Pawan is the new batter who makes his way out. He'll be at the non-striker's end, as that was the last ball of the fifth, last ball of the power play. Chetan, brilliant knock with the bat. They're appealing for it, and the umpire decide against it. Chance created by Chetan right away. He did the job with the bat for his side, opening the innings. Now coming into bowl, the last of the power play, and instantly creating an impact on his very first delivery. It's a really good bowling effort. It's a really good start by the Arbuda boys, considering they didn't have a lot of runs on the board. They needed a spirited start to get back. They've certainly delivered. Bhavin goes down the ground to the fielder at long on, just get a single. One to face his first delivery. Quicker one, push through, go straight on with the arm. Down the leg side will be a wide. Just planting his front foot, driven down the ground to long on. It's a mid off in place, so they'll not be able to take a single. Another dot. Now what he does is he pushes that mid off to long off and gets the deep mid wicket inside the circle. So the idea is right. He wants him to go across the line. He's tempting him to go across, and he pushes this one quicker, drives it, gets an outside edge towards point for a dot. That's smart bowling. And they're appealing for it. And that's given. That is given. They cannot believe it. The batter is unmoved. You could see the non-striker also having a word with the umpire. It's not given. They do not think it's out, but the umpire has raised his finger. So that'll be the third wicket down for the Blankslate. Pawan walks back without troubling the scorers. And now you feel as if the Blankslate batters need to stitch up partnership, but every time you felt as if they are getting with the game on, there's a wicket which falls. They are in a spot of bother, and the power play certainly belongs to the Arbuda boys, getting 3 wickets. Akash Desai is the new batsman who makes his way out to the centre. The Blankslate team in a spot of bother, 3 wickets down inside the power play. You could see Bhavin, he's still arguing with the umpire. He's not come to terms that it was given as out. He still feels it's not out, but the umpire decision stays final. Player has to walk back. The new player has taken the field, and we get going with the game. Can just play it straight. Worked off his pads, a wild throw there, but fielder covers out, so that'll be a dot to end. A really good over by Chetan, just 2 runs coming off it and a wicket after 6 overs. The blank slate are now 29 for the loss of 3 wickets. Raj to continue gets a single to start off the 7. The power play has ended, so the field will be spread now. Clearly, the Arbuda our boys are ahead in the game, so it'll be interesting to see how they put pressure. There is a deep third, a deep cover, a long on, long off, and a fine leg who are out of the 30 yards. You expect he'll be certainly be a little short outside off. That's exactly what he bowls. Akash opens the face towards the fielder at point. Cannot get a single. This time just checks his shot. Again, Bhavin almost getting to the center of the wicket and being sent back. He desperately wants to get on strike. There's a really good spell by Raj here. Wicket of the previous delivery, just a couple of runs again here. Just one of his 3 deliveries till now. Feel as if the ball is just holding on to the surface. There, that's an edge. Difficult chance for the keeper. A lucky escape and a boundary to get off the mark for Akash. Not in the most convincing ways, but he'll definitely take that. Much needed boundary for Team Blankslate as well. You felt as if they are falling behind in the game. They needed something like that. This time down the leg side, just trickles it away fine, and that be another boundary. So 2 consecutive boundaries. Just getting their scoring back on track are the blank slate boys out there with Raj definitely helping their cause with this boundary. Last ball, back of a lane, push through covers, a slide yes and no, but a misfield there allows them to complete that single with ease. So good over 10 coming of it. After 7 overs, blank slate are now 39 for the loss of 3 wickets. Vinayak Mahajan, the new bowler who's coming into bowl. Talk about a field. He has a backward point, and a cover fielder inside on the offside. There's a long off out on the boundary. A long off deep mid wicket and square leg for him on the leg side. And that's the pressure I was talking about. They're putting a slip in place for Vinayak. That is a good strategy by the Arbuda boys. They know they are ahead in the game. They want to keep things tight. It starts off with a good one. Pitching on middle. Moving away from the right hander. He can just push it straight back to the fielder at covers. And now the field changes. There's a wide third and a fielder at mid wicket is coming in straight, catching lane at a catching position. He waits for it, cuts it straight to the fielder at point. A slight misfield will allow them to cross over for a single. Bhavin on strike. The lefty coming in the field will definitely change. The deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a fielder at point out. Left arm over. Bhavin down on one knee and sends it out of the ground for a huge six. At one point, you felt as if the fielder at mid wicket was in play, but it was just a few yards away from him. It's not a long six, not a huge six, but enough to clear ropes and get six for his side. .46 on the board now. The run rate above over 6. Good release shot. Oh, and that one. You see the turn, you see the bounce. Played well by Bhavin in the end. Just shuffles back and a dead defense. But respect the good deliveries. He just got 6 of the previous delivery. You know the bowler will try something different. This time steps down the track, goes across the line. And one bounce over the ropes for a boundary. He read the line brilliantly. Shimmy down the track, reach to the pitch of the delivery, go right across. Played in the vacant area between the deep mid wicket and the long on fielder. He suddenly got his team right back. 11 runs coming off that over. Last ball to go. He moves on to 12 of 8 deliveries. 50 comes up for Blankslate, courtesy that boundary off the bat of Bhavin Shah. And you see that pressure on the bowler. He's starting to stutter a bit. Oh, too close. Wanted to just deft touch it down behind the keeper. But that extra bounce just getting the better of him. Thought to end, but a really good over for Blankslate. After 8 overs, they move on to 50 for the loss of 3 wickets. Chetan to continue his spell. Bowled one over from the other end, now bowling from the pavilion end. Bhavin getting 11 of the previous. Oh, there was a chance. Akash had stepped down the track. Had the keeper collected it, could have been a chance. But it's not only a missed chance, it's five wides. It's bonus runs for Blankslate. They would happily take them. But this is the time where the Arbuda boys need to keep things tight. They don't want to give an opening to the Blankslate batters to get back into the game. And chances like that will be in favor of Blankslate. They enjoyed that. The required rate comes down under 7, courtesy that 5 wides. Yeah, that's good ball. Played with soft hands, and Pavid immediately sets off for a single. Just got a boundary and a 6 of the previous ball. He wants to be on strike. Ensuring Chetan gets his feel right for the left-hander. A deep mid wicket, a long on, a fine leg inside the circle. So no one in front of square on the leg side inside the circle. Oh, again wanted to go across the line, gets it all along the ground this time to the fielder at long on, just get a single. You could see his intentions are very clear. He's identified his area. He knows which boundary he's aiming. And that 6 as well hit in the previous over. The timing was so very good. Didn't really need to hit it too hard. Just placed it there and the ball just rocketed off the bat. This time, little slower, little wider. Akash going for the cut. Misses it into the keeper's glove. Chetan 3 conceded of his 3 deliveries till now. Akash goes right across the line, a couple of bounces, and the ball will race away to the boundary. The fielder there was too far wide for him to be able to run and chase that. Tried his best but couldn't cover it. And now you see Chetan getting that fielder a little finer, little squarer rather, to exactly where the boundary was hit. That's a good ball, good comeback, right on the money. And he still somehow manages to find a gap. So good over for the blank slate. After 9 overs, the score now moves on to 65 for the loss of 3 wickets. The current run rate goes over to 7.2, the required rate under 6, just under 7 now. Now the 72 runs required in 66 deliveries. Down on one knee goes Bhavin, and that's a six. You felt as if the fielders were in play for some time because it was bowled well by Deva, bowled it wide. He had to fetch it from too far wide outside off, but that just falls over the fielders and gets it for a six. A huge mountain to climb now for the Arbuda boys to be able to get a breakthrough. You see fielders running left to right, changing fielders, changing positions. They need to have their best fielders at the best position. They cannot afford to lose a chance. You see Bhavin there just having a look at the field. He's definitely identified his area where he wants to go for his next shot. Oh, and he's completely squared. An edge. The fielder there trying and giving it a chase. Get a couple of runs. But there was a good ball by Deva. He's completely squared him up. But as they say, the fortune favors the brave. 8 have come off these 2 overs already. The required rate exactly 6 now. So they have the game under control. Played it with soft hands towards third man. Take a single, get to the other end. That's smart batting. He moves on to 22 of 13 deliveries. Akash Desai 19 of 13, Bhavin Shah 22 of 13. A really good partnership, especially from the position the team was in. They have bailed them out and put them in a commanding position. The Arbuda boys need a wicket desperately. The question is, who is it who's going to get them that one wicket? All 4 fielders inside the circle are on the offside. He bowls it on the pads, soft touch, gets it towards the square leg fielder for a single. Too far wide outside leg. The keeper also misses. So another 5 wides. It was a quicker one. The fine leg fielder also couldn't cover that out. So it's a second 5 wides in consecutive overs. So 10 runs gifted. And that's a crime when you don't have a lot of runs on the board. There's 57 required now for Blankslate. And a misfield. They get one. They could have got a couple there, but Bhavin was happy to just take that single. Could rightfully understand. He knows he has a job to do there. He's clearing the boundaries comfortably. No need to tire yourself out. They have the game under their control. 56 of 61. No unnecessary risk required. Full on the leg, clipped away towards mid wicket. Take one. And by the time the fielder could cover it, a good early call. They take a second as well. That brings the over to close. After 10 overs, the Blankslate are 83 for the loss of 3 wickets. So good last 4 overs for them after a forgetful power play. In the last 10, the Blankslate need 54 runs to win. And the players. We'll have some drinks, build some strategy, and we'll be back after a short break. Mukesh Patel comes in to bowl the 11th. 2 overs in the power play, just 10 runs conceded. They need a wicket. They need a wicket off Bhavin Shah or Akash Desai. Starts off with a wide one, cut away. Fielder at deep point gives it a chase. Keep it down just to a single. Cuts and wants a single, sent back, rightfully sent back by Bhavin. They are in complete control of the game. No, they don't need any unnecessary risks. 53 of 58 required. Worked off his pads for a single. He was already ready even before Mukesh reached his bowling mark. Started off with his run up. Bhavin had already decided what he had to do. Was not able to execute it, but he's clearly now making the bowler think. Be on the back of the mind of the bowler that Bhavin can try something like this or will try something like this. And there you see that thought is what brings about this. Bowls it wide outside of Bhavin, trying to still heave it towards leg side, gets an under edge for a single. But a good over till now, just 3 runs of it. The Arbuda our boys need a few economical overs to get back into the game. His partnership has grown really well. From a spot of bother, has put the Blankslate team in a comfortable position, going at a rate of 7.94 currently. Required rate just above 5.5. Last ball of the 11th. Smartly played towards long on, get a single. So 4 coming of it after 11. Blankslate are 87 for the loss of 3 wickets. Hits it hard, does Akash, but straight to the fielder at long off, just get a single. To full, presenting the straight bat. Elegant stroke down the ground for a single. Then you see exactly what Santosh was doing, try to dry the ball. See at this point, this time of the evening, dew is not going to make it easy for the spinners. This time, ball little full, trying to hit down the ground. The fielder rushing for it, missing it completely, and more importantly, conceding a boundary as well. That was hit flat. He tried to go for the catch, then just tried to stick his hand out and try to stop it. So boundary to make 6 of 3 deliveries, courtesy Akash Desai. This time, a soft dismissal there. Just bowled it slower, flighted it, low full toss. And after such a good knock, Akash Desai has to walk back as he hits one straight back into the bowler's hand. Fourth wicket down for the blank slate team. A little too late, you may want to ask. Cricket's a funny game, still a lot of runs, 44. A lot of runs to get. Just 6 wickets more is what the Arbuda boys require to win this game. Abhijit is the new player who makes his way out to the middle. They're appealing. Just look at that wicket keeper. He's almost reached the bowler's end, appealing for it. The umpire saying going down the leg side. Abhijit there survives the scare. Soft hands, guided towards fine leg, take a single. 7 coming of that after 12, 94 for 4. Our blank slate. Chetan to continue, starts off with a wide down the leg side. And the 42 in 48 balls is what the Blankslate requires to win. 6 wickets for the Arbuda boys. Inside out, beautifully driven. The fielder there at deep covers trying to give it a chase. Tries to stop it with his feet, not successful in doing that. Abhijit gets off the mark with an eye pleasing shot. Not the easiest of the shots to play. All along the ground. An extra cover drive. That just shows the quality of the player. So under 40 required now. Score moves on to 99 for 4. Smartly played. An easy single towards long on. Gets a boundary. Gets a single. And with that 100 comes up for Blankslate. 100 for 4 currently after 12.2 overs. Bhavin Shah been the anchor, 26 of 18. Brilliant partnership with Akash Desai. And okay, with strange field, it's not exactly a slip. It's like a short third, and then you have a wide regular third along with a backward point. So three fielders on the offside behind the umpire. Exactly for that. He just cuts it in front of square this time. Takes a single. Makes room, cuts it towards off the Abhijit. The fielder there from sweeper. By the time could cover it. Quick couple taken, good sense of urgency shown by both these batters. Don't want to miss out on even a single opportunity to score runs. That one was cut away, not in complete control, not right out of the middle, you would say. They have a field there at sweeper cover. Till the time he could reach and cover that. It's a good quick call, good turnaround. Bhavin responds. Abhijit, who's running to the danger end, gets in rather safely. 9 have come off this over, still 2 more balls to go. Required rate 4.6 now. Wrapped on the pads, they are appealing for it. Bias says no. Pole outside off, Abhijit trying to play across the line. There's a huge vacant area on the leg side. One fielder on the leg side inside the circle is a fine leg, so there's a lot of space. And this time he tries to go for that big heave, completely misses. That's a wicket, 5th wicket down for the Arbuda boys. What a way to get back. Pole too full, pulled into the block hole. Abhijit yorking himself, deciding to go for that big heave, missing it completely. Ball crashing into the off stump. And after 13 overs, the Blankslate are now 103 for the loss of 5 wickets. Just 34 required in the last 7 with half the side back in the hut. Deva comes into bowl his third, starts off with a dot. Tad bit under 5 is the rate at which Blankslate need to go in order to win this game. Hit down straight. Fielder at long off does really well. Chance. Bhavin didn't really run for it. I think he expected that would go to the boundary. Kamlesh was already here at the batting end. Somehow Bhavin manages to complete that run. Kamlesh to face his first delivery. And again they are setting that field that short third, or you could call it a backward slip if you may have to. And that's wrapped on the pads. Down on his knees, they were appealing for it. The umpire's unmoved. A really good ball. No clue which way is that's gonna go. Didn't commit to it as well, Kamlesh. This time down on one knee, sweeps it. No one back there behind square. What a way to get off the mark. They've covered the required rate in a way. 5 is what they want needed. 4.9 to be precise. They've caught 5 of the 4 deliveries already. Score moves on to 108 for 5. Still 2 more deliveries to go of this over. Previous delivery was a similar line. It was just a tad bit shorter than the last one. This time he gets into slot, goes down straight. One bounce to the fielder at long on. Kamlesh this time denies the run. Could see the idea is not taking a single there. Oh, and lets that go into the keeper's gloves, a dot to end. So 5 coming off that. After 14, Blankslate 108 for the loss of 5 wickets. Required rate 4.83 now. Last 6 overs of the game to go. 29 is what they require to win. 5 wickets for the Arbuda boys. This over is going to define the direction in which the game will go. Arbuda boys need a wicket in this over. And who is the captain turning on to? Yes, to his main bowler, most economical bowler of the evening. Mukesh Patel is coming into bowl his final. Three overs, 14. He's not got any wicket, but he's kept things tight. Comes into bowl his last. He did say that this is the over where they need a wicket desperately. Let's look at the field for the left-hander. A square leg inside the circle. A deep mid wicket. Okay, no one on the leg side. Probably there's a deep square leg, deep mid wicket. There's a long on, long off, and a sweeper cover outside. All fielders on or inside the circle are on the off. They have a cover, a point, a third man, and you see the captain walking back towards a backward point. An entire leg side vacant for Bhavin Shah if he wants to rotate strike. And tries to go for the cut, misses it. They're appealing. No, they're appealing for what? Probably a stumping maybe, but the umpire there is unmoved. Bhavin goes down on one knee, tries to heave it on the leg side. Smart bowling by Mukesh. He knows his field. He knows what Bhavin is trying, keeps it wide out of his reach. This time steps down the track, tries to heave inside half of the bat. The fielder at square leg gives it a chase, will cut it down. They'll take a couple of runs. With his idea, this time Mukesh tries to bowl it a little flatter, fires it in. Bhavin tries to step out, gets an inside edge. It's a good contest. 2 runs coming off this over till now. Still 3 more balls to go. This one just keeps low under his bat into the keeper's glove. Again, Mukesh doing the best that he does, keeping it economical. But what the captain needs from him is a wicket. Last 2 balls of the spell. Just 2 of this over till now. Again, another one which just kisses the turf. Just doesn't get up. 2 deliveries, we have seen the ball keeping low. Seems as if it's some sort of a variation which Mukesh has. Probably the ball which he bowls it seam up that just doesn't bounce. And slight change in field. A sweeper cover comes in at a conventional cover, probably expecting an inside out shot. Bhavin walks in, tries to go across. There's an edge. The ball is racing across the turf, and the ball just stops before the boundary rope. So they'll just get a single there as he tries and sweeps. But what a spell from Mukesh. Unfortunately, cannot get a wicket, but 4 overs, 17 for no loss, for no wickets, and after 15, blank slate 111 for the loss of 5 wickets. 26 required in the last 5. Santosh Paule coming into bowl his second, conceded 7 and taken a wicket in his first over. Coming into bowl the 16th over of the game. The captain ensuring that he's taking his time to get the right set of field. A deep square leg, a deep mid wicket, or rather a cow corner, and a long on, long off, and a cover all behind. On the pads, they're appealing for it. No, Bhavin sets off a run, runs back. That's a good ball by Santosh. Quicker one, fires it in. Bhavin trying to go across the line. Again, bowls it full. They're appealing and given. They cannot believe What has happened? What exactly was it? He goes for that shot across. It's given as a stumping, as a run out, whatever it is. Probably Bhavin going after that. That shot just didn't get back into the crease. The keeper tried something like that previously, but this time does it in the nick of time to ensure the batsman was out of his crease. It's the captain Viraj who makes his way out to the middle at the most difficult juncture of this game. Sixth wicket down, and a big wicket of Bhavin. He anchored the innings really well, caught them up to this point, and where you needed him to close the game, he's lost his wicket. So left-hander replacing a left-hander, Viraj. They're appealing for it. Santosh cannot believe his luck. He feels as if it's hit his pad first. But suddenly feel as if the Arbuda boys are gonna make a game out of it. Viraj drives it past the fielder at point. He does well to get some foot on it, keeps it down just to a single. Just one run coming off this over. Only two more deliveries to go. The required rate creeping up above 5.5 now. 1 point it was 4.5 before the start of this over, but some tight bowling by Santosh just added some spice to this game. To Kamlesh, goes down the ground in the air, and that's taken. That went high up in the air. At one point, you felt as if it will just go across the boundary rope, but it doesn't. The fielder there at long on, calm, cool, composed, keeping his eye on the ball, grabs it with ease, or makes it look easy, definitely. But Kamlesh also walks back, seventh wicket down for Blankslate, and now it's certainly game on. What a spell by Santosh! Was just one run, two wickets in this over. And just look at his figures: 1.5 overs, three wickets for 8 runs. And it's Rajul Patel who's making his way out to the middle. Last ball just covers the stumps and keeps it out. What an over! Just one run and two big wickets. Two set batsmen walking back. Spirited over by Santosh Palwe this. And after 16, Blankslate are now 112 for the loss of 7 wickets. We go into the last 4 with 25 runs required. Anish coming into bowl, 17th, straight to the fielder at cover, a yes, no, and a run out. The captain smacks it towards covers and calls for it, gets it straight away. The fielder there does really well. His closest end was the non-striker, but he saw that it is the striker end where the opportunity arises, as the non-striker was late to leave, and he throws it there, gets a run out, and eighth wicket down for the Blankslate team. Rajul walks back, rather disappointed, but it's just 2 wickets more is what the Arbuda boys require to win this game. And it's Jai Pandya who is now making his way out to the middle to partner his captain in a bid to try and win the game for their side. Three wickets have gone down in the span of last six deliveries. Up until the start of the previous over, we were talking about Blankslate winning this game and how fast they are going to win this, or how early they're going to finish this game. And suddenly, with that last over of Santosh Palwe getting 2 wickets and Anish starting off with this run out, the game is turned on its head. Jai on strike, down the leg side, that's given as a wide. They'll also sneak in an extra. So important runs. The Arbuda boys have made a game out of it. They want to avoid extras, they want to keep things tight. Oh, gets it under edge, gets it fine. The fielder at third man can't cut it off. Get to the boundary. It's quite unfortunate. But the blank slate players will definitely take that. It's not a lot you can do about that as a bowler or as a fielding team. You've got to say it's luck, put your head down and move ahead. Score moves on to 118 now. Under 20 required. Slower ball towards point. Viraj wanted a single. Loud early call by Jai of no. There was never a run. They cannot afford another silly run out. Down the leg, easy pickings. Viraj has hit that with all the might and power he has. That was a gift, a literal gift on the leg side. You don't have any fielder there at such a clutch moment. Viraj is not going to miss out. Suddenly a 9 comes off that over. Still 2 more balls to go. And just 15 more required in 20 balls. This game is shifting sides like a pendulum. Just 3 balls ago, rather 4 balls ago, we were saying that it's the Arbuda boys who have the upper hand, and now the tables have suddenly turned. Another one off the inside edge to the fielder at fine leg. Smart call by Jay. Can't afford another one. But just look at that field placement. Just look at that fielder there at fine leg. He's not where a regular fine leg is. He's very straight. Oh, good slower ball. Good change in pace. Good end to the over. So 2 dots after 17. The Blankslate 122 for the loss of 8 wickets. Another 15 is what they required in the last three. It's game on with Viraj and Jay Pandya at the crease for Blankslate. Who will come into bowl for Arbuda, our boys? It was Santosh Palwe who bowled the 16th over of the game. And yes, it's rightfully Santosh is going to continue his spell. The kind of spell that he's bowled, you cannot just take him away. 3 wickets for 8 runs in his 2 overs. That's an edge. And a good quick call. They just set off for a run and completed with rather ease. Chances there, very difficult one for the keeper. You see the keeper type that just hit the surface. Basically, it felt as if it's just taken the glove and taken off from there. Never easy for the wicket keeper to hold on to that, especially with the pace at which Santosh is also bowling. He's bowling a lot quicker. On the back foot, cut away hard by Viraj. The fielder at covers complete the covering up job. The throw is a little wide. They complete two with ease. It's very important that the batters are in a comfortable mind space. Use the helmet. Viraj is taking the helmet off, getting back into his cap as the spinner comes into bowl. It's important that you have at a mental level you are very comfortable in what is required and what is not. So slip is pushed back towards third man. Down on the leg side, that'll be a wide. The keepers missed it. And 5 wides again. It's the third time that this has happened in the game, but it's probably this one which will hurt them the most. In single digits is what Blankslate now require to win this game. Bowled such a good spell in the previous over, but this spell starts off with not the best of the deliveries that you would have liked. Just 7 more required in 16 deliveries. Now it's only wickets which can win the game for Arbuda boys. Down on one knee, and Virat smokes it out of the park. That's a convincing shot. What a shot that is! Probably the best of the game. It's not just about the shot, it's about the timing at which it comes and the placement. Down on one knee, and he just didn't want to get it for a six. He wanted to make a statement. And with that, just one more is what the blank slate required. So, from being ahead in the game, then falling back, then coming back, it all comes down to this delivery where he drives it towards covers and a thumping victory. The captain who finished it off in style, and with that, the blank slate win the game by 2 wickets and more than 2.5 overs to spare. So, good end to the Sunday evening, a convincing, exciting, competitive game of cricket. Thank you so much to everyone for joining with us. We'll be back soon with more such exciting games through the week. Thank you.
Get ready to witness